hiring, educating, and disciplining. Because that's how you should look at everything, right? When you are looking at hiring people, when you are looking at disciplining students, when you're looking at educating students, we should always be looking first and foremost to the color of their skin. While we're at it, why don't we look at their sexual orientation? While we're at that, why don't we look at their religious background to make sure that everybody is getting treated equally and fairly? Why don't we just go ahead and just start grading on that curve that all these kids that get better grades and happen to be white get those grades taken away so they match the grades of students who might get a bad grade but might have a different skin color, sexual orientation, or religious background? I think that's fair. This is what we're dealing. I understand the sarcasm in all of this. We're talking about the overview of the unitary status plan for TUSD, and essentially it's what it is. It is race-based education, discipline, and hiring across the board. It's almost impossible to argue, Producer Tony, because it's so ridiculous.
That's why I don't even know the words to really say because of how stupid it is.
It needs more than words. Is all I have to say to. So we're going to get into more of this. I've posted this in its entirety up on the website at 1041thetruth.com and also on my Facebook page as well. So you can go there and read this buffoonery for yourself. And apparently this is just a first draft, and the second draft is even worse than this one. Okay, I'm just getting ready to take my phone calls. How much time? We still got a little bit of time. Going through my emails currently. I got somebody on hold that's going to bring up a very important... Ooh, awesome! Michael Hicks is on hold, TUSD governing board member. Yeah.
You got our segment.
Yeah. Well, no, Michael Hicks is a good guy. So he's not, no. We don't get mad at Michael Hicks. He's one of the good guys who was going to explain the problem with all of this. I'm dumbfounded. I'm still just kind of like in shock. The hypocrisy of all this, and that other caller last hour made the example. The hypocrisy of this, given the fact that with SB 1070, you can't profile, police officers can't look at somebody's skin. It's horrible and awful, and yet in every way, shape, and form, that's what they want them to do inside the school district. Bah! No to your 15 seconds. I take your 15 seconds and I say no.
No, okay, then 10 seconds.
No, that's fine. We'll do it.
Fine, we'll go ahead and run the show.
I'm all fired up. All right. Oh. Stop pointing at me.
Let's get it started.
And then it's like you have to go through the different rungs of different, what's the word I'm looking for? Interviews. So first you'll be interviewed as a black candidate. Then it's like brackets, like an NCAA. It's NAACP. Instead, you're absolutely right. It's like brackets. So, well, congratulations. You've made it through the first round. You are the most qualified black person. Now we'll see if you're better than the white person. Oh, wow. How must that? I mean, how? I'm not a minority, obviously. I mean, there's few like me. Okay, but in terms of the definition of minority, I'm not a minority. But if you're a minority, how does that make you feel? Not good, right? You're a minority. That would not make you feel good. JP's training take over and here he's a minority. He's black, and he doesn't mind me saying so. But you know what? I didn't even know that until you told me, because I don't see people.
Your calls on the day's top issues are heard mornings with Jon Justice and afternoons with James T. Harris. This is the Jon Justice Show on 104.1 The Truth.
James on the phone.
Right talk for Tucson.
Throw the James T. Harris signal. All right, James T. Harris, if you're listening, I'm putting up the James T. Harris signal in the sky. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm putting up the James T. Harris signal in the sky. I want you to call in 751-1041. I got to talk to you because I'm getting more upset as the morning goes on. We were just discussing on the television-only portion of today's broadcast. You can watch the show right now on the CW50A cable channel 8, but it's like it's gone into brackets, but it's not the. What I got now? I'm going to get it wrong. It's not the NCAA, it's the NAACP bracket. That's what it is. So thank you very much. Boy, it was much better the first time around. So it's like if you're going to be a teacher or a principal or just somebody at TUSD, you first have to get through the racial interview portion of it to become the best candidate of color. Then you... That's what it... But now, seriously, you're going to have here is your black candidate, here's your best black candidate, here's your best Latino candidate, and then here's your best other candidate. Then they'll go and decide who's the best qualified for the job, as opposed to just, really, when you boil it down to its essence, they're really just creating more work for themselves. That's what it comes down to. It'd be much, much easier if they just went, who's the most qualified? And how does that make you feel if you're a minority? Well, I feel so much better. I was the best black candidate. Oh, but alas, I didn't get hired. Oh, so close. Only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, right? Yeah. Shelley has been holding on for a long time, and I appreciate it. Good morning, Shelley. Welcome to the Jon Justice Show.
Hi, John. I called because, well, first of all, about the reverse discrimination, and I believe that's what they used for Sotomayor with the firemen. And I am totally appalled at what is going around the world in the schools. And most of the relatives I have, the little ones, they went to private schools, like through their church or something. And my daughter homeschooled 6 of her kids. And that's the way it should be. And then also in the school board deal, they should be able, the parents should be able to vote on anything that the school board wants to bring. I'm not talking raise your hand crap, and they should be able to have input for ideas also.
Sure. Let me thank you for the phone call, Shelley. Let's talk to Linda. Linda, thank you so much for holding.